Wow. G'day and good afternoon everyone, and welcome to another day back in Singapore. Today we're in the Singapore Botanical Gardens, and it was recommended by a fair few of you guys in the comments of my last video to come here. Now I've just arrived off the MRT station, Botanical Gardens. I just came here from Little India, about 2 or 3 stops down on the MRT, and you're right here. But I'm actually really excited today because coincidentally I am here in the period of the Singapore Gardens Festival in 2022. So I have no idea what to expect, whether anything's actually going on today. I don't know. There was just all these signs when I got off the MRT. So let me take you around today and let's take a look at these amazing gardens here in Singapore. So I was just having a chat to one of the judges there for this whole exhibit that's going on here, and he was just explaining to me how it all works. So we have came on an awesome day, and I'm about to share it with you guys. So every one of those tents had only 4 hours to construct what you're seeing right now, and I was just blown away by that. So 4 hours, 3 people in each team. You can design the design of the garden beforehand, and you have the plants and materials beforehand, but you only get 4 hours to make everything look really, really good. Now, he was explaining to me that the bottle one won gold, first prize, because of its sustainability using the plastic bottles, and also you can see the garden from different angles of the tent, so it doesn't matter what side you're on, you can always see different angles of it. So that just blew my mind. I was so fascinated by that. But my favorite one out of all of them was probably the wedding dress one, even though that came last. If I was a judge, I probably would have gave that gold or silver. I just thought that one was so cool. But there you go. So we're not just seeing the gardens today, we're seeing fantastic minds creating fantastic things, and yeah, I'm so glad I can share it with you. This tree just here looks like a really good climbing tree. When I was younger, I used to go outside and, climb trees and make forts and stuff with my friends, or even by myself, because sometimes, I was a real indoor kid at times as well. I loved to play the PlayStation and stuff like that, but there'd be times where my parents would just kick me out the door, and it's good that they did, because, I did all different things like that. I remember I got my first pocket knife when I was 10 years old. I used to make spears and, build things, and trees like this is just really good climbing trees, and if I was 10-year-old me right now, I'd be in my element trying to climb that. But yeah.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Could I be your player too?
Doesn't matter where you are, Singapore is always watching you. No, I'm joking, but it's good to have security cameras and lights and, systems built within this lovely nature, because, it's all about safety, and people can come here as late as 12 a.m, I believe. Yeah, the park opens really late, so that's another thing too. If you want to walk through here in a night walk, that's something that you can definitely do as well. I love that. I wanted to go up and talk to him, but he was hurrying through his bag to try and get another piece of equipment out. I say he spotted a really rare bird. Yeah, never interrupt a bird watcher when they're in their prime moment of taking photos. That's something that you don't want to do. So I was just reading the plaque, and this stone here is a statue that symbolizes the unity between Korea and Singapore. And essentially what it is two different flowers, and it combines the same unity together to show the relationship between the countries. Thought and planning that has went into this garden is outstanding, and I can't believe that it's over 150 years old and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Unbelievable. The stuff that you find when you're traveling is just amazing. So we're now here at Orchid Garden, and look at this, free admission. Because we're here during the festival day, it's free to enter. Normally it's about $5. I would say that this one's my favourite. The light pink and the white mixed together, absolutely stunning. And I can't believe the science behind plant hybrids and breeding different plants together to create different colours. It's so fascinating. Anyone who does it are very, very clever people. So there's even spots to sit down, take your Instagrams. It's really cool. They've got it really well set out here. They've got it catered, you know, to the females that want to come here, take their Instagrams in the beautiful flowers. I've seen a lot of male boyfriends and husbands carrying around the camera and taking the Instagram photo. It's quite funny, but you know, it's all fun, isn't it? Speaking of plants, actually, it's quite funny. I actually had a collection of indoor plants, and when I left Australia, my mum took over to take care of them all. I had about 20 plants. When I was working in marketing in my office, I had about 5 plants on my desk. I'll actually put up a photo now. And yeah, I just made my office feel like a jungle because, you know, it wasn't, it just made me feel more fresh and more excited when I sat down to do some work. But then also in my room at home, I had a lot of plants as well. So yeah, it all, when I left my job and all the plants in my room, it all piled up to about 20 different indoor plants. And I said to my mum when I left, I said, if one of my plants dies, I'm not coming home. So we are now in what's known as the cool dome. Essentially, this is a dome that is cooled down. It is literally dropped about 10 or 12 degrees from outside, so it's nice and refreshing. One of the reasons I actually came in here, to be honest, but these flowers and the plants in here grow really well in cool temperatures. So everything in here you would find in colder climates on Earth. It's great to see workers in here keeping the upkeep, taking the dead leaves off, watering the plants, picking up the leaves. Just makes this experience so much more worth it. And it's so clean here. There's not many people around. I recommend come in the afternoon when it's a little bit cooler and you got the sun going through the trees. It's just magical. So this part here actually reminds me of Central Park in New York because you can just see a glimpse of the city just here. Not that I've been to Central Park, but from what I've seen from the movies. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing. All the support and comments recently has been amazing. I love you guys so much. As always, keep it real. Cheers.